Your ancestors will have conversations with other people's ancestors in your life. I'm sorry, you guys. It's just funny to me as little kids wearing this guy. That might be a sign to get like in your childlike energy. Get in your childlike energy. Do something to remind you of being a kid, or something that made you really happy or really joyous. Something that made you feel like carefree. Don't you remember those times in your life like this? Like just doing something to be annoying? Like having that relative who's like just being, you know, lackadaisy, but... See? That's so fun. We all need that in our lives. We all need someone like that in our lives. A partner who's going to be like that. We need friends who are going to be like this. We need people in our lives who are going to be just as silly as we are, but still be stern with us. But that goes back to my message that for the people that are going to come into our lives, they have already had meetings with the ancestors. The ancestors have meetings with their ancestors. So whoever's coming to your life now, in your new life, when you're of prosperity and newness and happiness, is going to be from people whose ancestors who have had discussions with your ancestors, and these relationships are orchestrated. These relationships are orchestrated and they're divine. These are not relationships that are toxic and of your lower ego operating out of these past relationships that you had in your life. So these past relationships that you had in your life, these past relationships you had in your life were when you were operating out of your lower self. So of course they're going to be toxic and non-fulfilling relationships. And these were not orchestrated by your ancestors and your spirit guides, okay? So these new relationships are going to be orchestrated by your spirit guides, by your ancestors, especially your love relationships. Those are going to be destined and divine, and you're going to know. And the difference between this love relationship is not going to be a fly-by-night kind of thing. You're going to definitely be in tune with this person. You guys are going to be on the same page with almost everything. It's almost going to be a little bit shocking. Not scary, but shocking. Big difference between shocking and scary. But it's going to be very shocking in a good way. And for that, you're going to be very grateful, because you're going to know that, oh, there is hope. There is hope. But this relationship is going to be a friendship base first. Friendship, or I'm thinking like a business thing first. And then it will grow into romantic because of all the time you guys have spent together, or spending together, or will spend together. It's going to grow naturally. I'm hearing one day one of you guys is going to be like, after a business day or after a long business day, one of you guys is going to be like, or girls, you know, I just say guys is, you know, general, no gender. But one of you guys is going to be like, you want to go to lunch? You want to go to dinner? Or even, you know, you want to stay over. That's what I heard too as well. So it might be one of the situations as well where you guys just hang out all the time, or you're always just doing business together, and you're like, oh yeah, look at it, you hear the horns? Confirmation. So yeah, it might be like a business partnership that might turn into like love, or friendship, and you guys do business together and then that turns into love. That always helps. So yeah. Keep that in mind. And I love you guys. And always have hope.